Well, they are finally free. The long and perilous rescue of that soccer team and their coach in Thailand is finally over. They are all safe after being trapped inside that flooded cave for more than 2 weeks. But doctors are stressing today that they're not out of the woods quite yet. ABC's Elizabeth Herr is in New York with the latest.
Mission accomplished. The dramatic and dangerous days-long rescue operation ending successfully with all 12 boys and their soccer coach getting out of the cave alive. The Thai Navy SEALs reacting to the news on Facebook, writing, "We're not sure if this is a miracle, a science, or what. All the 13 wild boars are now out of the cave." The feat, incredible by all accounts, considering the twisted, treacherous, and flooded maze of passageways rescuers were forced to navigate. In this video, you can even see the divers fighting to stay above water, gripping that rope, all the while carrying air tanks and equipment, guiding the boys and the coach to safety.
How many of you? 13?
Yeah, 13.
Brilliant.
The soccer team found alive last Monday after spending 10 days trapped and lost inside the dark cave. They survived by drinking water, which was dripping down the sides of the cave. Turns out the team also went into the cave with a bit of food. Local media reporting a woman sold the team snacks like these, chips, soda, and orange drinks before they followed their coach into the cave for what was supposed to be a fun excursion after practice that turned into a lesson in survival. So what happens now? We're told they will be evaluated and will remain quarantined in the hospital for about a week. We know at least 2 of the boys have pneumonia and all are now undergoing blood tests for infections. And until they get the all clear from doctors, their families will only be able to see them through a glass partition. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.